Welcome back to Let's Play The Sinking City.
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
Indeed. You did, Robert Throckmorton. So, wait, we were meant to check how to use the gun. I just realized I didn't use it before. Fire, weapon use, gadget. Okay, I just need to select it and select the thing I want to use and then fire it. Mouse, okay. There's Devil's Reef, I think. Where's the Throckmorton place? Ah, here, Throckmorton Manor. Cold Grove. Okay. In what else? Old Grove. Ah. Somehow I can't read. Huh. Okay, so Lost at Sea. The Lost Expedition. Robert Throckmorton founded an expedition to discover the origin of the mass hysteria gripping Oakmont. The expedition was to explore the seabed near Oakmont. Contact with the expedition was soon lost. Albert Throckmorton was the only known survivor. He was subsequently murdered. I was hired to find any other expedition members, dead or alive. Robert Throckmorton gave me a key to the old expedition's headquarters. It is in Northcourt. Police Department, Oakmont Chronicle. There's the hotel, Hospital of St. Mary. Okay, let's go. I guess we can finally go and have a look at the hotel. The Devil's Reef Hotel. The police can. If this is anything the game suggests so far, this should get interesting pretty fast. Visions. That's curious. My Diary, Part 1. I don't know what exactly sank the USS Cyclops. Only remember the screams and the metal creaking, water filling the deck, and my headache. The worst I've ever had. I found myself among the floating seaweed, drowning. A nearby piece of a boat helped me survive and reach the shore of a small island. They found me on it later, starving, half mad, and babbling about the ancient ruins and their denizens. The officials said none of what I thought I'd seen was real, but my memories are true. My strange powers gained after the ordeal prove it. I found something horrible on that island, something old and dark and slithering, and it still haunts me. That's interesting. Really, really interesting.
Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers.
A plea for help. Dear Mr. Reed, I understand you are the private eye that caught the murderer in the port. My life is in danger and I cannot trust anyone in this city. Please come to my room, which is just opposite yours. I am in despair. My studies have drawn the attention of wild forces. They stalk me and will take me soon. I have cast my lot and am beyond saving, but the 7 books must be saved at any cost. Even if I'm gone, find my notes there. This knowledge must not be lost, as it could be our kind's last hope for enlightenment. Please be the bearer of this light, for I have failed. Yeah, this really starts getting interesting. Hey, a wardrobe. I can actually change some of these. Maybe I can change from something else, from newcomer. Windcoat. Just wind. That's funny. What? Oh, well, for a minute there it looked a bit like I had a lazy eye. But that's fine. Even if I had one. Oh. Raids on Innsmothers. The number of attacks on the Innsmouth immigrants have increased. Raids are intensifying, with more and more Innsmouthers exposed to abuse and assault. Sometimes whole families are found dead in their houses. Police are on the case, with several illegal Innsmouth businesses captured and their owners sent to jail. The city ought to have been cleaned of all of these fish-faced scum long ago, said Robert Throckmorton, head of the Throckmorton Grant family. I regret only one thing. It all started too late. Had we not neglected our civic duties, my son Albert would still be here with us. Robert, what did you do? Started a purge like this? And what did I do? Note from J. Vanderberg. Mr. Reed, it seems that you overexerted yourself while conducting the investigation for Mr. Throckmorton. Forgive me for the audacity, but I brought you to the Devil's Reef while you were unconscious. Please take more care of yourself in the future. Blah blah. Oh yeah, sure. Thanks, Johannes. So here, Home in the ruins. Local women were talking about a ruined house in Central Coveside, near the radio tower on the crossing of Landing Avenue and Kingsport Street. They said the ghosts of the house owner and his family still read the unholy book they kept. Several newcomers who tried to settle in those ruins have gone mad. I guess we are going to get some exposition in this chapter. book in the bank. Talking with locals is never easy, but this old chap was one of the queerest yet. He was happy to talk about the book, but only laughed when I proposed to buy it. I left it in the most guarded place of the city and paid enough to keep it there until the world ends. And if it is abandoned after the flood, even better. Ignorance is the best guardian. I'm guessing he meant the abandoned bank building in the northern Advent on the Forefather Street between Hillock Street and Windfall Avenue. Alas, it would be too dangerous to go there by myself. Am I supposed to remember the names of the streets? I'm not going to. I hope there's something in the game to compensate for that. The hidden book. It took a lot of effort to track down this book. After being stolen from the Throckmorton Museum, it was bought by a local surgeon who was found dead in his house after the flood. I snuck in and checked out his place, but in vain. Still, there is somewhere else the tomb may be. The private hospital in Western Reed Heights, where the surgeon worked, has been abandoned. The archives say it is on the Bourbon Road between Innsmouth Road and Oak Street. I think I can remember Innsmouth Road. I have no idea where it is or where Oak Street is either. Yeah, they have some curious things on the floor. Some pistol rounds, gunpowder and such. Waiting book. Building the church was his redemption. Day after day he worked without payment, carrying stones and putting them in the moist soil of Salvation Harbor. At night, when he returned to his house behind the church, he could not sleep. The book his ancestors brought across the ocean called. When the church was built, the priest found him hanged on the bell ropes, but the book is still waiting for someone to come and read it. His house is in Central Salvation Harbor on the Old Church Road between 7 Oak Street and Windham Street. Still has a bad fame and no one wants to live in it. This actually is getting interesting. The Wheel Tome. I had a dream so real it still makes my hands shake. A huge Ferris wheel rose amidst the city. People got on and rode it higher and higher before jumping off at its peak. As the pile of corpses grew bigger, the crowd pushed me to the wheel. And when I saw a man with a leather bag, he was standing in the center of the wheel and reading from the book. His awful dirge, was making the wheel rotate and dragging the crowd to their slaughter. Could this vision be real? I know there is a Ferris wheel at the park in Western Old Grove near Century Avenue and Beacon Street roads. Bewitched Tome. The local legends may be more than mere superstitions. A dozen witches were hanged on a huge apple tree that still grows near the cider mill. Among these documents is a confession. One of the witches said that the devil himself granted them a book with words of power. This book hides itself from mortal eyes, waiting for the witches to be reborn and return to claim it. The witch who wrote this confession lived in Eastern Ridge Heights, somewhere north of the intersection of Communion Road and Museum Avenue. Could the book still be hidden there? I suppose there might be a fair chance. The Tome of Mare. The fishermen talk of a place near the Blackwood Manor, on the southern part of the Whisper Street, where meetings occur in dead of night. The locals don't like this part of eastern Carnhaven Bay because they seem to fear those who gather near half-built ships. They say a certain book is read at these meetings, a cursed tome that makes people so crave the sea's touch that they go and drown in the ocean. The one reading the book stands on a cursed boat that sinks in the fog. Those who saw it touch the shore have either gone mad or disappeared. This is certainly getting an interesting backstory, the place. There's some interesting books lying everywhere. Nightmares. I boarded up the windows and locked the door. They are just men. The Yellow King's gang. They can't get here now. Now there's only me and these nightmares. A little longer and I'll figure them out. The Yellow King's gang. This is getting interesting. Okay, so you have markings on the floor, so you have something on the ceiling as well. That's interesting. Oh, I'll have to check. Yeah, I think I'll cut the episode when I'll check few things first. So here I checked the what I will be using, and use camera. Use the Lost Expedition. Throckmorton will be waiting for me for my report in his manor in southern Old Grove. Yeah, sure, whenever I actually get to that. Yeah, sorry for the little longer episode. I just wanted to go through the things here about the mystic tomes. So there's 7 books to find. And Yellow King mentioned. Yeah, and apparently, Robert started a purge against Innsmothers. But I'll cut the episode here and continue in the next one. Until then, stay safe.